let me just say here, guys, my mood all day, but especially on the drive here, is through the roof. It is probably like 80 degrees.
Right now.
Currently.
And it's 7:30 p.m.
That's right. There's a beautiful sunset. Keep in mind, at 7:30 p.m.
Spring forward.
We sprung forward.
We should never fall back.
Ever again.
You know, in America, we should never allow ourselves to ever fall back.
Never.
Disgusting.
What did Fat Joe say? Lean back?
Yeah.
We're not going back. None of it. We're not falling back.
Spring forward.
Didn't affect your sleep today. It was tough.
Yeah, I only slept 5.5 hours. 5.
Because I normally wake up around 6 and I saw my clock at 6:50.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, how the hell did I sleep till almost 7? And then I realized I was like, oh, I got fooled.
Yeah, because I can't complain around you two because you have kids and things, but my morning was in shambles because daylight savings. I had an early, tea time.
What time?
Well, not early.
11
Sorry. It was 11 a.m. It was 11 a.m. But I had a morning tea time. And then the thing that got me, I always miss this, but LA Marathon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blocks.
But you can go north.
No, I have to go south.
Oh,
it is north of me.
Yeah.
It's one street north.
Oh, that's okay. South is fine.
I know, but the problem is I had to go like all the way down to like Melrose.
Yeah.
But everyone else was doing it too.
Melrose to 101 to.
That's right. So I had to go like Gower to Melrose to 101, but everyone else was doing the same thing. So that whole route was dead stopped.
So what we did, in front of our house, we live off of Sunset. Last night I moved our car south of Sunset.
Yep.
So we can.
Did they
have
come
to be
down Sunset by you or Hollywood?
Literally halfway point in front of my house.
On Sunset?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because by me, they go down Hollywood.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Then they cut down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we end up, at 9:15, we had to be at the Pan Pacific Park, and we go outside of our house. There's like 10,000 people running.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, what do we do? And so I pick up our 5-year-old, tell the 8-year-old, he has his baseball. Everyone has baseball backpacks on. We're bolting
Across the street?
Yeah.
You play Frogger in front of the...
Literally.
Wow.
I found a little gap and we just bolted across the street.
That was smart to have your car below sunset.
Because we live right in front, every year we just end up moving our car south just to have it.
Yeah.
Even if we're not doing anything because...
It's so smart. I should have moved my car north.
Yeah.
That would have saved the whole thing.
Yeah.
It took me like 45 minutes to get to the highway.
I've been in 5 years. I've been doing that.
That's right. It's smart. I should have known by now. But look, anyway, I don't want to complain.
Well, here's the thing.
Spring forward.
Spring forward is amazing. So there's a couple things. Obviously, weather's great. America's booming.
Yeah.
Everything's great here.
Everything's great. If we got problems,
we have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
The other thing that's really, really good is the LA Marathon, which is, in the kind of prospects of races around the world is generally like an irrelevant race. It's not an important one. New York City, Boston, these are the races.
That's right.
25,000 people, I think, to LA. I think New York, 50,000, something crazy. And
sounds like you're a racist.
I'm a racist.
Yeah, I thought he was making a race.
I did too.
No.
I thought it was going to tie in.
So we were, we went outside. We wanted to catch the front group of runners. I missed them by like 1 minute. I'm so mad.
Oh shit!
Literally, because
that would be cool.
Because we usually see the front pack with the TV cameras, whatever. We missed them like literally by 2 minutes. So whatever, we walked back in. I was like, fuck it, let's watch on TV. So now we're glued. We're like watching this guy win this fucking race. He's nowhere near close to anyone in second and third, fourth place.
Oh, literally.
Yeah. He's like 1 minute, 15 seconds ahead at the 24th mile, which when you're doing a 4 minute, 50 mile, it's over. Race is over. Right. Yeah. I don't know. I just assume this guy wins. The TV's still on when we come home 4 hours later.
Yeah.
He fucking lost. The winner of the LA Marathon was a 36-year-old middle school teacher, American.
White guy?
Black guy, Nathan Smith. He was literally, the winner was
It was
about
like
to,
a photo finish.
No, it's insane.
What?
The leader literally thought he was winning. His hand was up. He was about to cross.
And Nathan
And at the last second, boom!
Nathan
Nathan wins.
And the other dude fell on the ground.
Yes, he fell on the ground. He lost.
What the fuck? So he won like the whole time? He was ahead the whole time?
The entire fucking race, this guy was winning.
I don't know how, because I watched the clip because you tweeted it.
Yeah.
And it's mind-blowing how this guy just came in the last second. And you never see that in a marathon. It's like a horse race.
Right.
Where like the horse just like...
Well, I mean, think about it. You're 26.2 miles. You have no shot at like, if you're ahead, you're like, and what's funny is at mile 25, the commentator was like, I don't know why he keeps looking back. He's way ahead.
Oh
what does he care?
Mile 25.
25. 26.2. He fucking loses.
Nike should give him an ad like tomorrow.
Nathan.
Yeah.
He's a middle school teacher.
Isn't Nike all about like, everyone's an athlete?
Yeah.
This guy clearly is.
So do you think the guy just didn't know that Nathan was that close to him?
Yeah, I don't think I watched the end probably 10 times already. I've watched various angles of it, like more than I watched like pick six at a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I've watched, and because when you're running that fast, I can't imagine. I don't run fast.
Yeah.
But I just assume you're just gonna win.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And literally at the end, it is such. It's. There's been a lot of amazing sports things happen with the Olympics. I would argue this is the best thing beyond Olympics because it's like
I've never heard of a marathon highlight.
No,
neither have I.
It's insane. The guy was so fucking behind and won the goddamn race.
Wow. Why? Also, why is LA like? How do they decide? Why is LA kind of an irrelevant race?
I think it's more a function of. I have no idea. I'm not an elite Kenyan runner, but I don't think it. I mean, LA's just a clown show.
Right.
We're a clown show city.
But it's always been that way. Like Boston's such a big deal.
Boston, you have to hit like a certain mile mark. Yeah, you have to qualify.
Did you see that? Is this real that they had a fucking
18
participation trophy?
So
I saw that.
This is the reason why no one takes it seriously.
Here, man.
So yesterday, because LA was 80 degrees today, and where the marathon was, probably by 10 a.m. was 85 and 90 degrees. I think the high was 90 plus degrees in Hollywood today.
Yeah.
They basically said yesterday that at the 18-mile mark, you will get a medal.
There's a give up station.
Yeah, if you had a tough race day, that's what they said.
Yes.
Which, look.
Get out of here, LA. That's so LA.
Yeah, no, and it's so stupid because as someone that I know I can't run a marathon.
Right.
Like my body's just not built for it. I know D was able to do it. I should not get a medal if I run 18 miles.
Right.
You know what's crazy?
Right.
As a person that ran the marathon and trained for one, the race starts at 18. And literally,
I remember you saying that.
Running 18 miles is shockingly easy.
Right. Compared to 26.
Yeah, it's completely a different race.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the longest I've ever run in my life was 15 miles accidentally because I didn't realize where I was going.
Yeah.
And my body was dead for like 4 days.
Yeah.
I know I can't do it, but I don't deserve a medal for running 15 miles.
Right. Yeah, it's such an LA fucking thing. You wonder what else seems kind of crazy though. Still shouldn't have done the participation trophy, but even kind of crazier than the heat, like doing it on daylight savings day is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that? That's terrible scheduling.
Yeah.
What time do they start?
7 a.m.
7 a.m.
So
and by the way, like
I'm saying, they get to the
so as
Dodger
someone that's done a bunch of races, half marathons, triathlons, marathons, it is like it's so nerve-wracking the night before.
Yeah.
You basically don't sleep. You have to poop fucking 17 times.
Yeah.
It's not, and then you add the complexity of daylight savings.
Don't you get to Dodger Stadium at like 5 a.m. or something?
Oh yeah, you don't sleep the night before.
Yeah.
You have to park like a million miles away.
Right.
You take a bus. You take the bus, and as soon as you get off the bus, you got to poop.
Right.
And when I was showing my kids Dodger Stadium when it started, and they're like, "What's that like?" And I was like, "You know what it is? It's like a big fucking potty.
Yeah.
You're just taking a shit
The bathrooms
all day."
at Pan Pacific Park all day.
I will say for the people that do run it, the community around it is awesome. So I walked down the street and watched the runners.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Like even a teacher in my daughter's school was racing.
That's awesome.
And all the people from the school came to cheer her on.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And like it's fun.
I will say I was watching it because you can see it from my balcony pretty clearly. And like I did actually notice that. Like there were a lot of people that were just going like with signs. They didn't look like they knew anyone. They were just kind of generally cheering people on.
Just,
there's
a lot of good positive energy.
Yeah, people are giving out Gatorades that just post up. It's cool. It's cool. Even though the traffic, I know it's a bit of a shit show for a day of the year.
It's literally a shit show. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Both double entendre.
Yeah.
But I do think it's great for the community.
No, it's awesome. I don't complain nearly as much about this one trapping me in my house as I do like those stupid fucking bike days that you also participate in.
Cyclovia.
Whatever. That thing is so dumb.
I like those.
I know. It'd be a blast if you had kids. I'm not even mad at it. But when you don't know it's Cyclovia day and you wake up and you're just trapped in your house.
Yeah. I get it.
Anyway, I can't be bothered today because the sun was pretty much up on the drive over. It's 80 degrees, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Crude oil's at $100. No one gives a fuck.
Who cares?
It could be 500. No one cared.
Walk, run a marathon.
Like it is such a testament to like how dominant America is.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But I think, wait.
Did you at any point in the weekend, did anyone talk about crude oil, Iran?
Well, I mean, I was in a bubble all weekend, but absolutely not.
No, everyone was in a bubble. No one was talking about it.
No, they were talking about their the new custom paint job on their hand-delivered Ferrari that we were taking a look at in the parking lot of the golf club.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you take that perspective. I was at the beach today for the last 4 hours, which was slammed.
I bet.
Like when I was leaving the beach, looking at the sunset, and I was like,
why do we ever fall back?
I looked at that, literally at that moment, and I was like, now I know why everyone hates us. This is too good.
Yeah, and also you know why you can run this place so poorly.
Yeah,
like you can't run Illinois the way they run California. But when you're you're like, I'm never moving.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Tax me 80%. I probably still won't move.
That's honestly like a beach day like this is the reason why no one leaves.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's why you can literally have an idiot running it.
You have idiots in your mayor, idiots in city council,
Doesn't matter.
idiots at the
Doesn't
governor.
matter.
The whole thing burns down. No one leaves. Doesn't matter.
Well, that's not true. A lot of people do leave.
Yeah.
It's just
It
not
won't
enough
fail.
people leave.
Well, it might fail. They might go bankrupt, but whatever. Either way, over the long haul, it'll never lose.
Here's the thing: is harsh reality. If you have money in California, it's irrelevant. The only people that are going to suffer are the people that all these idiots vote for. All the people that vote for the people that are in power actually struggle. No one who has money is voting for any of these people, and that's the problem. Is that like it's the usual weird cycle of politics of they're actually not taking care of any of their constituents.
Yeah, and you could take that all the way federally too.
Yeah,
I think. I mean, all the way up to the president. The people that voted him in aren't benefiting from any of this.
Yeah, if you're lazy and dumb, you lose in America.
I think the lesson over the last
500 years.
Yeah, at least our adulthood that we actually know is like you have to just take care of yourself. You can't count on anyone to help you.
No, you shouldn't. The moment you think society is supposed to help you, the government's supposed to help you.
Because like I'd argue under any administration, Republican or Democrat, if you don't have your own house in order, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I don't. And at the end of the day, the only person you should look out for is yourself. When
it's not even look out for it. You should realize, don't pay attention to kind of the public narrative on all these different things if you can't take care of yourself.
Of course, but there's too many people, unfortunately, that do not. Public discourse in this country is everyone telling everyone to do what they should do, and they don't have their own house in order. Never.
Yeah.
Most people do not have their house in order, yet they'll tell everyone else what they should or shouldn't do.
Right. Yeah. No, I think it's lasted as long as I've been an adult. It doesn't matter who's in power. If you don't know how to provide for yourself, it doesn't matter. No one's giving you shit.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's the beauty of not giving a fuck. It doesn't matter who's if who's president and governor and city council and mayor affect your life. That's your problem, not mine.
Well, I mean, I guess what are you trying to say with that?
I'm saying if you can't control your own destiny, that's your problem, not mine.
Yeah, no, I generally agree with that.
Yeah. I can't, we as like Americans do not control the government. We do not control the laws. You do not
even if you look at California, everyone says how bad Newsom is, how bad Bass is. How many people do we know thrive through both? Many.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they're not bad.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they're not bad, but
they're just
you can still
terrible.
thrive.
Yeah, but they're still horrible, fucking horrible politicians. The state could be here's the thing. I'm at a point in my life where I only care about my family. There's other people that actually care about the rest of the state. Karen Bass and Newsom are not going to help the rest of the state. They're fucking horrible politicians. So like, if you actually care about California, you should not vote for either of those two people. You should actually get people that are going to change laws that change the trajectory of the state. If you don't care about that, I'm at a point where I don't give a fuck anymore. This is your problem. You guys keep voting these people in. I don't give a fuck where you end up. That's my honest opinion. When I wake up in the morning, you made your bed.
It's so weird. Like they've gotten so good at talking to the people. How do I say this? It's almost like, I don't mean to sound rude here, but I probably will. Like talking to the people who don't actually know how anything works. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, it's all this like empathy play, and like empathy doesn't actually like run a state.
No.
And so, but they're so good at making you think the other person is the bad guy.
Yeah.
And then they just keep running it into the ground.
And I think the thing is that we have, as a society, we are expecting our politicians to bail us out. We're expecting local government, federal government to be our saviors. You can't expect that anymore. We're not in a situation where like politicians, maybe like 50 years ago, politicians cared about their constituents. I don't think
really probably.
Yeah, I don't think in 40 years anyone has cared about anyone.
Yeah.
You just, I can't think of a politician. I'm going to go with RFK is the only politician in my lifetime that actually just is doing shit because he believes it. Because he's no benefit. There's no financial benefit. He's fucking Kennedy.
I also think it's the difference of what it means to care. Like, I don't know. Like if you force your kids to get up early to go to school or to live on a certain allowance, or that's because you care about them. You don't give them candy because you care about them. And yeah. I think there's like this, I do think in a way, there's a lot of politicians that care about the future of America and the economics of it and the safety of it. And that is caring about its citizens. But saying like, I'm going to be your caretaker and your mommy and daddy and make sure that everything's safe and fair and happy is not actually caring. Like it's empathy that is actually like destructive.
Yeah. I think that's a function of where politicians always tend to appease populism. And this is a general problem in society, is that like we govern to the lowest common denominator. We do not govern to our best.
Like there was a clip that, to your point, that went viral on TikTok where like, it's like a comedian type dude saying to Newsom, like, okay, what's your like platform? Like, what's your thing? And he's like, well, I just have people and, Gandhi and like just started naming like Martin Luther King. And he's like, yeah, okay, I understand. But how do you put that? Like, can you put that into like what do I get? Like if I vote for you,
what do I get?
He's like, well, I don't know. Maybe you can help me. And he's like, but you're Gavin Newsom. And he's like, no, but Gandhi and Martin Luther. And it's just like,
well, Gavin Newsom's like a grade A scammer.
I know,
but here's a like the dirty secret about California, and you could extrapolate that to the federal government as well, is if you look at how much more money's been collected in taxes over the last like 5 years, all they've done is expanded government contracted jobs, nonprofits, and people that are on the take from the government who are the voters.
Yeah.
So it's actually working in their favor. Like it's bad for the state economically, but you're capturing the voter base because they're on the take.
I know, but that's the problem. Is like if the incentive is not to actually make the state better, the incentive is to just get elected. It works, which is the incentive.
That is for every politician at every level.
Right. But that's why, like, I think that and I don't know if I'm going into conspiracy theory land here, but maybe mildly, like that's the theory about the Somali issue in Minnesota is that they wouldn't, even at the most harmless angle, they wouldn't prosecute or harm them because they're such a big voting block.
Yeah.
Right.
And so the point is you put getting reelected or getting elected way ahead of actually performing.
Yeah, no, both parties do it.
And that's like all the way back to where we're all saying the same thing is that like, look, if you keep voting for just like vibes and not the actual outcomes or the data or the results, then okay.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Yeah. And I think the good thing is that because of social media and kind of transparency and information, you can make your decision. If you are good with vibes, that's okay.
You know, this is like the beauty of the founding fathers. Like the fact that they were able to create this hundreds and hundreds of years ago is the checks and balances.
Right.
So it never gets really out of order.
Yeah.
Regardless of who's like the winning horse.
Right.
Like,
but your people say we have a king. Do you think we have a king?
No, he'll be out of office and walk out.
Exactly. That's my point. So what, but there's no king's protest and people saying
but you
like,
can see what Trump says too. Give me a break.
Yeah,
What?
but
No,
they,
like he says crazy shit, and so does the left. Everyone says crazy
I
shit.
know, but
that's what gets clicks. That's what gets viewership.
I know, but they
I mean,
actually
Trump
believe
just
it. They
floated
believe it,
that he's
though.
going to be a draft.
He didn't say that.
Caroline Levitt said they're
Caroline
open to
Levitt
it.
said, not Donald Trump.
Said Trump is open to it.
Yeah, of course. She
Speaks for the president.
Trump didn't say it though.
She speaks for the president.
I know, but you
And she said Trump is open to it.
You understand.
My point is
It
everyone
worked.
says
It
crazy
worked.
shit.
It worked.
No, what do you mean it worked? My point is you can't just say, oh, the left king protests. He's saying draft. Everyone's full of shit.
Right.
That's my point.
So I think you're both right. Like, yes, everyone is full of shit and everyone says crazy shit. I think D's just more, there was a smaller point than that, was that you are right in your level-headed thinking that there is checks and balances. Things have never gotten that out of hand. But to like portray this message of we have a king, a tyrant, fascism, dictator, Hitler is just ridiculous. Wrong. But also, yes, the right is
just go through Trump's Truth Social.
But
just
I will
look at
say
the shit he said.
100%.
I know, but
I think it's fair to
your
say
whole
that
point is wrong.
My whole
Your
point is they
wrong.
both are saying the same shit.
No, he's
I
just
know,
not
but then your
aligning
point-
with his people. He's more in the middle here, which we want.
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah.
we should be proud of him on this one.
Yeah.
Don't make him feel bad.
I mean,
Because he's leaving his wokies slowly but surely.
he will. He'll, of course. They're ridiculous human beings. They're
Yeah.
they're never going to be in power again, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to smoke the midterms.
I wonder.
Midterms is one thing. Presidency is all that matters. It's called a king for a reason.
See?
Exactly. Exactly. What do you care about Congress and Senate when you have a king?
Yeah, right. You just did it. Okay, let's move on though, because it's not worth getting lost in that one.
Well, I think the big news is we're obviously bombing the shit out of Iran. Shout out to the U.S. military. We're loading up on missiles. We're Lockheed Martin, McDonnell Douglas. This is like quintessential LA. What built LA in the 80s? Like so many of our parents' friends all moved to LA in the 80s because of this industry.
Yeah.
And built a lot of LA, which is this, defense industry. And
Are they all based out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone is.
Okay.
And, that's why SpaceX and Anduril, because a lot of those technical talent has always been in Southern California. And you also have the space.
Caltech is a big feeder too.
Right.
Bunch of geniuses over there.
Right.
And so you have this like huge ecosystem, the defense industry. We're obviously
Northrop Grumman.
full on in this war cycle. Thing is, it's been a week. I think it's been 8 days.
Yes, Saturday of last week.
Yeah, 8 days.
Wonder how long it lasts. Like we gotta be quick though.
My gut, if I were to guess, it's a few months.
Well, it depends what the end goal is.
Obliteration.
Because they have the new
Control,
leader,
right?
which is the son of the old dude.
But you would think that in actuality, just judging from our past, the goal is control.
Because Venezuela, everyone said was going to be a long, drawn-out war. It was like 3 hours. They just caved.
Yeah, but that seemed pre-negotiated because they just walked into his house and took him
I know, but
alive.
Who says this is not?
Doesn't seem like it.
9. How many people have died?
Americans, you mean?
In Iran, I think a lot.
Apparently, they slaughtered 30,000 protesters too. So at what point is human rights is important too?
Right.
I think it's going to be a lot more drawn out than we want. And it's up to Trump to decide when he takes his W publicly and what that messaging looks like.
Right.
Because he wants the W, right?
I think
regardless
he'll take
of
the W.
whatever happens on the ground, we don't give a fuck as like American citizens, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, sadly,
Yeah.
it's just how do we stabilize the world?
Yeah. And that's yeah. That I agree. I just wonder, I'm saying the same thing again, but I wonder how long it takes. Because you have to believe that the end goal is leadership that is aligned with us.
Or it's you spin it that because they already kind of teased, we don't want regime change, right? They've already teased that.
Right.
Because it doesn't seem like we're getting that. And now it's just going to be this game of spin, how he can take the W. And honestly, at this point, I don't care how he takes the W. Stability is more important.
Right.
He's the genius of Trump is that he actually just cares about getting the win. And in a few weeks, we're getting the win no matter what.
What is the win? That's what
It doesn't matter. Stock market's going to rip. Oil, like there's like so many shorts on oil that got opened this weekend because they know it's fucking
But it was a short squeeze. This happened. The oil's up 25% in 2 hours.
Watch what happens to oil in the next 3 weeks.
But that's because of the route.
The route, 20 million barrels can't get through globally.
It doesn't affect America at all. Just to be clear.
Right.
That's a thing.
But gas prices are going up.
Of course, the gas prices will go up.
Who uses that route?
Huh?
Who uses that route?
China. So who gives a fuck? If I'm Trump, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Obviously, change the trajectory of the Middle East because, I mean, fucking since the dawn of time, this has been an issue.
Right.
China is officially scared because 80-90% of their import oil comes from Venezuela and Iran. We control Venezuela. We're on the verge of controlling Iran. Why wouldn't we do it? Like, buck it. Unfortunately, politically, it's going to cost Trump probably the midterms. But for the sake of the country, you got to let this thing fucking crush China. That's the main thing. Here's the thing. Americans, we can have $5 gas. We've had it. $6 gas. We can have it. If China does not have access, China is a joke of a country.
Right.
They're fucked. Ray Dalio went all in on them. The clown show of Ray Dalio is coming to an end.
You're not going back anytime soon, huh?
No, look, they're great at copying everything we do. We're fucking better at everything.
Yeah.
And they will push it to the edge. But even with DeepSeek, the whole model was built on our model. Don't touch our models.
You fucking
American models are untouchable.
Well, they touched all our D2C and made it better. Shein.
Okay, well, they're not even
TikTok.
But still, they're not the size of Meta, and they're not even on the same planet in terms of enterprise value. TikTok is nothing compared to Meta. Amazon is 500 times the size of Shein. It's not even on the same planet. They're not. They're just a copycat fucking.
It's so weird that they're just really good at copying.
There's remember the Olympic picture of the young girl biting the fucking silver medal looking at the American? That is their entire country.
Yeah.
Fucking copying.
Well, the problem is they stifled innovation by jailing all their CEOs. So the actual innovators that they allowed for like a decade, they jailed them all.
Yeah.
So imagine if we jailed Zuck, Elon,
right.
Bezos.
Right. We would have no innovation.
But that's their problem. That's not my problem. That's their problem.
Yeah.
Their country sucks.
They had their versions of those people.
Yeah.
But they put them in jail.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But even their versions were nowhere near our version.
No, I agree. But Jack Ma was up there.
What do you do? All
He
about
just got
democratize
mobile payments. He did before America did.
PayPal? Are you joking? PayPal was before before Alibaba, 100%.
But we weren't using the phone the way they were using it in China. Everyone knows that.
No, what do you mean everyone? Who's everyone? We invented PayPal.
Look, but here's the point. Still, even if they aren't as good as our people or even close, they still jailed them.
Yeah.
They still like sent a message that like, hey, don't do that here.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they're never going to win. Now their oil is getting squeezed. They're fucked.
Yeah.
If I'm Trump and you have this once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'm not even saying it's Trump, I think it's the people around him are like, fuck it. We need eternal domination in our lifetime.
Right.
Let's have $150 oil. China's rap.
I mean, at that point, don't you literally just like, you just control everything?
I mean, who?
I'm saying if we control Iran.
But by the way, just so you know, we've been controlling everything.
I know, I know that. But like, don't you think that part of the concern was that Iran and China were getting pretty close?
Yeah, the BRICS. That was the joke.
Right.
The joke was BRICS. BRICS is toast. Brazil, Russia, Iran, China.
No,
right.
Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa.
Okay, India doesn't give a fuck.
Right. But so don't you think like, so now if we take back control of this, we just took Venezuela.
Yeah.
We just literally, I mean,
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, I didn't want war.
But world domination is nice.
Seems nice.
Yeah.
Seems pleasant. I mean, look, I had this thought over the weekend where I'm like, man, like, I just don't even know. I almost just have less of an opinion because it's like, yeah, war is stupid. You don't want war. Trump said no war, all this stuff. But like, if you're playing a chess game here that gives us complete world control.
Here's a reality situation, which I think an idealistic person is very difficult for them to swallow, is that it's very difficult to swallow that dominance of America all over the world is like very good for the world. Because at the end of the day, I don't think people outside of America realize this. It's the same thing with the NFL. Don't bring your politics. Don't be kneeling at the anthem. We want to watch. We want to drink our beer. We want to cheer at the halftime. We want to see some cheerleaders and we want some touchdowns.
Right.
That's how we want the world to operate. And what happened is a lot of other people started getting power and control of the world. And America was like, there's a chance you might fuck up basically our football flow for the entire world. And like, if you were to give, but here's the thing, if you were to give one country full control of the world, objectively, who would you want to give it to?
Well, obviously we're biased.
No, I'm saying, okay, you're woke, you're leftist. Who would you pick?
Of course, America.
Okay. And that's as a woke leftist. You think that?
I'm not a woke leftist.
I know, but if you wouldn't pick China.
Center is woke for you, by the way.
Me, yes. I'm right.
Yeah.
He's coming closer to just leftist. He's losing the woke quite a bit.
I know, but I'm just saying, who would you want?
Yeah,
Brazil?
Right.
India?
But my only pushback was going to be, I do think for the people who are making the decisions, it's probably a little more selfish than that, I would think.
Okay, forget it. Forget the selfishness nature of it.
Which selfishly, it's also good for us. And
I know, but just objectively speaking,
right.
If you were to give if one country had to control the world, who would you want it to?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think the problem
is there's only one country that people integrate to.
Iran's a lot more complicated than Venezuela.
Yeah.
And I think time will tell how this plays out. I don't think this is a slam dunk in 8 days, which clearly it's not. It hasn't been.
Right.
And what the downstream effects, the Middle East is like in turmoil right now. I have friends in Lebanon, Kuwait, and Dubai. They said it's all fucked. Families are stranded. It's like that. They actually have to live it. We just get to watch the media.
Right.
And I think there's a lot of second and third order effects that are still going to play out that we haven't experienced yet.
Yeah, I think that's for sure. And I think it's bad.
But just saying America, America, America. Yeah, of course I love America. But like, you have to have a plan.
No, I agree with you.
The plan's always worked out for America.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
No,
Iraq and
of course.
Afghanistan didn't.
In America, the plan's always worked out. When has the plan not worked out?
Well, that's a geographical reason.
Okay, so who is America supposed to look out for?
Americans.
Exactly.
So I don't know how this is
worked out for America.
How is this affecting Americans? I don't know.
Exactly. We're waiting.
We were spending $1 billion a day.
So the point, they clearly have economic interest in it. We wouldn't do it if we didn't have economic interest and stability in the region. We do. We have a tremendous amount
Time
of
will tell. That's all I'm saying.
But we've always had economic interest in the region.
Yeah.
And we turn the region upside down right now.
Of course, because it's time for a new change.
The sun.
He's gone in a week. This guy's fucking smoked out. I will bet you by the next Sunday, he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
How about that?
But you should put it on Kalshi. You can probably make a market.
They'll take his money. They'll say, "Oh, you were betting on someone dying."
Yeah, he can't take it.
Yeah.
He's smoked.
Yeah. I don't look.
There's no chance unless he calls Trump and says
that could happen.
Could happen. Which is
They
like
killed his wife and his dad.
But
he might call. He might be like, "Hey, enough's enough."
Of course, these guys are fucking pussies. You think they cave all the time?
Well, it's not even pussy as much as like, it's just, do you want to live?
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, we're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, geez.
Well, yeah, I mean, this guy has basically 24 hours to decide. He can call Trump, bend his knee.
You're like, why would you take that role and not acquiesce?
Yes, he must have a plan of calling Trump and saying, I'm backing the fuck off. Let me get like 2-3 days to get some of these psychos off the fucking.
Let me get some. Yeah.
He's dead.
What he should have done is just taken asylum somewhere and said, I don't fuck with the family anymore.
I know. That's why he must either be hitting up Trump and be like, look, I'm willing to play ball with the US and I want to look like I carried on the legacy. That's a pretty good job, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if he said no nuclear Iran, but I believe in, this
hanging people in the streets.
Yeah, radical Islamic.
Keep Iran great.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've all seen Homeland.
I want to keep, women down and, I'll keep doing that.
Can I ask you this? Because I talked to one of our friends who is connected, but like, do you guys, I'm a little going to claim ignorance here. Like all of these videos and stuff of Iranians being extremely excited about us taking out
Khomeini.
And whatever, like that's real.
So I only know obviously Iranians in LA.
Yeah.
Iranians in LA are ecstatic.
And that's real.
100%.
Manufactured.
I actually do not know one Iranian, and I know a decent amount growing up in LA, like Persian American community in LA is huge.
Yeah.
They're fucking through the roof.
Yeah, it seems I don't know enough to know, but it seems like people are ecstatic. And I just didn't know if like
this guy was a fucking terrorist.
Right.
He was a horrible human being.
The sun's more hardlined. I was just Geminiing it on the way over.
Really?
Yeah.
It's probably all an act. That guy's on the phone with Trump. He's like, look, I'm going to play my little game over here.
Yeah.
What do you need?
What do you got? Yeah, I mean, he basically has like 48 hours to decide his fate. Because if he goes on TV with his fucking little camcorder,
they already know where he is.
Talking about in his cave, he's fucking dead. Okay, you're dead.
This is the most American episode we've ever done. Holy shit. Yeah. That's my problem. My problem is, once again, I don't think war is good. I hate that we were talking about no war and now it feels like there's a lot of war. But I don't know long term.
Here's the problem. I hate war. I think the concept of imposing yourself is so bad, but unfortunately, that's not how the rest of the world works.
Yeah, like I don't want to be naive.
Yeah,
like, well, shouldn't we all just get along?
Yeah, and I think the problem is there's a group of people on Earth that want and believe the best for humanity, but the reality is the people in power in a lot of these countries do not think that way, and the issue has become that like it's actually like an incredible for the name of. It used to be called the Department of Defense. Now it's Department of War.
Yeah.
Why are we playing defense? I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, they're on offense.
Defense is bad.
Defense wins championships.
I don't know. Let me tell you, Michael Jordan scored a lot of points. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. We're Tom Brady. I don't want to be Ray Lewis. I want to be Tom Brady.
That's fair. Yeah. And I also think that is just like the way the world has worked.
Yeah.
This whole time.
Yes.
And to think that there's like this, look, peace would be nice, but yeah.
We forget it because we're a more idealistic society that at any given moment, when you're driving down fucking PCH in your beautiful sunset in your nice car with your family, recapping the day, people do not want you to have that life.
Yeah.
There's so many countries.
So if you think about what has gone on in the last 60 days around the world with what the U.S. has done, Venezuela, now Iran, the American policy has basically been keeping regimes intact, even though we completely disagree with them, just to keep calm around the world, right? Reagan sold weapons to Iran in the 80s after the Shah was dethroned.
Yeah, Obama gave them a bunch of cash.
Every administration has...
Not Trump.
And, well, he did in the first term.
He changed his mind.
So now it's like a new policy where we're like, we're going to turn everything around. But the problem is he's out of office in effectively November because he's not going to get anything passed.
Right.
And
but he hasn't asked for Senate or Congress approval.
That's
or
another.
so it doesn't matter.
No, he'll just be tied up in impeachment hearings, and not that he should be, but I'm saying it's just that's a fact. The Democrats are just going to impeach him week after week after week after week.
Right.
And the government will just be at a standstill.
Right.
And then we have a new president, 2.5 years, Republican, Democrat. And do we just go back and say, yeah, let's just go back to keeping everything?
I don't think
the CIA,
if Marco Rubio becomes president, I don't think that's what happens.
Have the CIA just keep funding all these guys. That's what we do. That's what American does.
I know, but
we fund governments just to be like, we know we have the puppet that's a dictator that's oppressing their people, but we turn a blind eye because at least we know what that guy's doing.
But I would argue that's probably what they're doing right here in Iran. It's just that probably, my guess, I'm completely guessing, is that it just got too out of hand and they didn't listen anymore. We also notoriously put people in charge, fund them, and then they tend to get out of hand, and then we have to go smoke them and put someone else, and we do that over and over a lot too. So what it feels to me with all of my fucking CIA reading is just that
time's up.
This time's up. Guy just didn't comply for too long, and now the bell rang and you're swapped out. And we're gonna put another guy in there. And because it sounds like what happens on repeat is we put someone in, they're like, okay, great, we're gonna play ball. Then they kind of get a little too big for their britches. And they start thinking like, wait a minute, why does the US control us? We should control us. And they start to rebel. And then we take them out, we put someone else in. And it seems like that cycle repeats itself a lot from what I have seen.
Yeah.
And so to me, it just feels like they got over their skis and we're swapping them out.
Pretty common.
And 10 years from now, 20 years from now, that guy's going to get over his skis.
Well, he
Delta
said 7
Force.
days.
Well, no, this guy, yeah. I mean, the one guy lasted 10 hours, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't one guy last 10 hours?
Yeah. We tried to put a guy in, but they killed him.
Yeah, like nope. Try another one. That's like our election.
Who knows? This guy, if he makes the phone call and calls Netanyahu and calls Trump and says, "Look, I just want to be in power. I want to have my house in Monaco. I want to live my life.
Right.
I'll shut the fuck up, and I want to be powerful."
And you get to be powerful. You get to be a star in your country.
Yeah, and then you can stay.
It's ultimately a death sentence, right? He'll either get cooed within his own party or America, or Israel's going to kill him.
Well, I think you could probably tread a line where, I don't know, man. It's so obviously it's so complex. The thing that I don't get, this is why I asked the question about the Iranians, is like, if the country is so unhappy and everyone is so miserable, and then the US hates it and Israel hates it, and like, can't we just...
Well, but they still have a lot of power, the IRGC, right? Like, we've killed leadership, but there's a lot of people participating in the party.
And there's a lot of extreme right people in the country.
Yeah. It just feels like you need like an
believe
MBS.
in what that part of the...
Right, but you need an MBS type character.
I do believe that's what America's intention appears to be, is that like, fuck it. Until we get everyone to comply, we're not stopping this time.
Right.
In the past, we may come to a resolution. I'm like, all right, fine. The sun could be in power. Just stop with this nonsense. I don't think that's going to work this time. Like, I think it's just going to continue and continue and continue and continue.
Right.
And that's why it could end up being a long drawn out thing. Cause like they either have to surrender at some point, or we're just going to keep going. And I think at this point, Trump has probably what is it, March? So in my eyes, he has 3 months. 3 months to make a noticeable change in who the leader of Iran is, gas prices, stock market, inflation.
I mean, what if they come to a resolution, market rips, oil will crash. Yeah.
Oil goes down 60% overnight. Because here's the thing. If we wanted to really manipulate we can just pump way more fucking oil domestically, and we can crash the price of oil. We don't need import oil. We rely on
America would be fine, but globally the oil price would still be high.
Here's my one maybe stupid question: if that shipping route doesn't affect our oil, why is our oil? Is it just
it's the global? It's the global trade,
market.
Right? It's not. I think 3% of oil comes through that shipping route for America, but for the rest of the world, it's significant.
So eventually, what Trump could say is, we're no longer allowed to trade oil based on the global market. A U.S. market has to, he could just make up some rule. Like it's the same thing. The insurance in that region is based on like Lloyd's of London, all these British insurance companies, and Trump and federal government announced that they will insure all the freight oil tankers in the strait,
right,
up to $20 billion. So, all right. And then they have naval fucking fleet guarding the tankers.
Yep.
So I think the administration knows we can have high gas prices for a week, 2 weeks. I would even say 1 month. After 1 month, it's fucked. Royally fucked.
I just wonder, because in their head they have a game plan with a time on it.
No, that's my point. But if their plan doesn't work, and in a month from now we're not getting anywhere, and gas is at $6, $7, $8, the guy cares about popularity. He's not gonna.
Yeah. But you also, a failed war, or what's looked at as a war.
I know, but like he can go. He cares so much about his appearance.
Yeah.
He can go to, KJ Khomeini Jr. and be like, bro, I will back off.
Yeah.
I got to look like a winner. You can have the fucking country. But I got to do my victory.
Kushner's in Israel, on his way to Israel right now.
With who?
Witkoff. Yeah. Something's going down.
I honestly think the deal is done this week.
Yeah. That'd be,
I don't think Witkoff and Kushner go without knowing they need to come back with the deal.
Or they need to come back. Fucking going all the way there.
Right.
Right now?
Right.
They're not going there to like...
they'll have military escorts and fighter jets on their plane.
Yeah.
But there's no negotiation happening in Israel. It's only going to happen in Qatar.
Where they're going to Israel?
Yeah. Maybe they end up at Qatar. Who knows?
Right. Yeah. They might take the whip to Qatar.
Yeah.
They're not... Because those guys aren't showing up to fucking, Hilton in Tel Aviv.
Yeah, no
that's
chance.
not happening.
Yeah,
it's an unbelievable time in world history.
I just feel like
Go ahead.
Well, it's just, to your point, it's just so entertaining because of like social media and like, all of this stuff has always happened in the past, but we just didn't have this much information.
Yeah.
And even knowing like, Jared Kushner and Witkoff are going, like, I don't know that we would know that like during
no chance.
Vietnam,
that would have been so secret.
Right. And so it's just so
we
interesting.
We have the plain tale, so we know.
Yeah, it's so interesting to be able to like play by play it.
I'll tell you this. The reason why I'm very optimistic, and I'm an optimistic person in general, is there is an opportunity to change that region into the biggest opportunity of our lifetime.
Right.
And if there is peace and democracy and...
No, democracy doesn't work in that region. There's no democratic nation.
A version of democracy,
peace.
Right? Like Saudi's version of democracy.
It's authoritarianism.
Yeah, but that authoritarianism works in terms of giving people opportunity.
Yeah, just say the term right.
Yeah,
it's not democracy.
Yeah, it's like
there's
China.
not one country.
It's like China.
Yeah.
Right? Like, but those religions need that. And that's the reason why they have it there. If it's not like America. America has diversity in thought and thinking. The rest of the world doesn't have it.
Right.
It's just a reality.
Right.
And so like the Middle East, China, This is why we're the superpower, because we can have diversity of thought and thinking. Those places can't. But if we can just make that place chill, oh my God. Such an opportunity.
It just felt, once again, I know the least of anyone about this, but like, weren't we so close to a deal?
Prior to October 7th.
Yeah.
Saudi was all in with Israel. It was, and I think that's what Iran didn't want, right? Like that historical Iran regime was like, oh, whoa. We're almost close. Fuck this. We're financing whatever. We need to go back to the system we had. And unfortunately, that set the whole region back. And now we're at this like scary point in our time where God knows what happens, but we're also so close on the other side of it where this guy is no longer in power. His son's probably a pussy.
Yeah. So when we were thinking about
rightfully so,
the ramifications,
we saw what Delta Force just did in Venezuela.
So Tom Brady had his flag football event in Saudi Arabia. We were talking about events that could potentially get
F1,
canceled.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
So Tom Brady moved to LA. He was supposed to be in Saudi Arabia in a week. Yeah. And I think you're going to see all those countries that are hosting all the pop culture events start to, they're not going to go. Well, I don't think they're going to go anytime soon.
Yeah, I think the talent won't go. If the talent don't go, then people don't go.
It's also worse than I thought. Like I thought maybe the bombs over Abu Dhabi were like a fluke, like a one day event.
They fired 1,000 missiles.
Yeah, like it's a little sketchier than
1,000 drones. Yeah,
like last week on this episode, it just felt like, oh, this will all be blown over by Wednesday, and like no, it's way crazier. So I don't. Yeah,
I mean the real telling point of this whole thing, why I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. The president apologized publicly of Iran. I don't know what their power structure is.
Yeah.
And said, we're not going to bomb the region anymore. 4 hours later, drones were hitting Dubai.
Really?
Yeah. So the point, Ian Bremmer, who's like a leading geopolitical thinker, was like, looks like the president really isn't in charge
of Iran.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's a religious country. Like,
no, but the point is there's so many factions and that's why it's so much more complicated than.
I guess I just can't even wrap my head around like the president saying one thing, the citizenry reacting one way, and then like this other force
that's just firing drones and missiles.
Yeah, like it's like I can't like understand how it's that chaotic.
The thing that I don't understand the most is like, okay, let's say you're part of like Khomeini's crew and you survived.
Yeah,
it's whatever, Sunday night. You're like, grabbing a tea. We're like, dead to America, whatever.
Yeah.
All their homies are dead.
Yeah.
Do they actually think they're going to win? Like,
I think it's just such a different mentality. There's like a martyr.
The virgins.
Well, you never won.
I don't think they have an off ramp either. Like
the off ramp is just surrender.
Then you go to jail.
I don't think you go to jail. I
maybe think, like the first wave won't.
I think if you're like a mid to low level, like a middle manager in the IRGC and you surrender, you're not going to fucking jail. I'm sorry, you're not.
Why?
Because like I think America wants those people to defect and just say
like who are you even surrendering to? How are you getting out of the country?
I think you're calling.
I think people are willing to die for shit. And it's not.
Willing to die is so crazy.
I mean, we have soldiers that are willing to die,
but
that go to war.
That's way different.
I don't want to be crazy here. There are people in America who are willing to die for the neighborhood they grew up in, the block they grew up on.
We've seen this happen time and time.
Like to think about it as like you're willing to die for God and you're going to paradise and you're like, that's not that crazy.
Yeah.
There's people 5 miles from here with AK-47s because of the block they grew up on.
Yeah, the guy who killed Nipsey Hussle was willing to die.
Right, and I mean that's a very common. I mean, look at Chicago. Look at like it's literally a war zone. And once again, I'm not even trying to get into that can of worms, but like you're fighting for neighborhoods. These guys are fighting for paradise and
their country and religion.
Yeah,
it's way bigger than
been to Cabo.
Exactly, or Dubai. So I think that it's. In that context, I know we can't understand it, but I think they're like,
We can't
fuck
understand
it.
what's going around 5 miles from here, like
Right.
you just said.
Right. I think in their mind, they're like, no, we need to avenge. We're going to fight till the death, no matter what.
Yeah. That's sad. They're all going to die.
Yeah.
It is. It's unfortunate
Yeah.
because we're not going to stop. This
No.
president has 3 years left.
Yeah.
He's not stopping.
Yeah, which is also crazy. He's got a lot of time left.
Tons.
Tons.
Yeah.
Just because of like how much news there is, it just kind of feels like he's been in office for a long time.
1 year.
It's literally a quarter of his time. It's crazy.
If I was one of those guys, I was like the rational guy in the crew. I'd be like, guys, he's year 1.
I know we got a lot of time.
A lot of time.
This guy is.
And by the way, Rubio or Vance might become president. And so we have 7 years of fucking hell.
I know. I honestly think, and I don't, who knows and whatever, but like, I think he thinks he can just go on a sprint and be looked at in history as like the greatest 4 years ever.
Look, I mean, look, he's going for it.
I think he's
We'll
going
have to
for
see
it.
how it out plays out, but I commend him for trying.
Yeah, he's trying. He's every day. Can you imagine whatever? And then literally Dana White, after you'll love this. I think you probably saw it. So they announced the White House fight card at the last.
I saw Rogan interviewed him. I saw that clip.
Yeah. So after he was talking about it and he was like, yeah, we went, last week and met with the president to like get the fight card approved. And it's like, you're telling me this motherfucker of everything he's doing, he's approving Ilya Tapuria versus Justin Gaethje. Like,
sure.
yeah, that looks good for top card.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Connor was pissed. He posted.
He's pissed.
He didn't get the nod. He's like, they need me to sell the boring venues.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pissed. I get it.
There's it's going to be the fight of all time.
Of all
At
time.
the White House.
Of all time. But like you're approving the card. Meanwhile, everything else you're doing, you're like, no, you know what? Can Max Holloway make it for?
What's funny is they were in this week. So we had Inter Miami, which is Messi's team, at the White House because they won the MLS Cup. So, he has Messi there and he's talking and, a lot of jokes and they're talking to him about the war and he's talking to that. Then they had college sports NIL
that was ridiculous.
conference of like Nick Saban and all the coaches and everyone. And he's dealing with all this college sports stuff. And then they're talking about the war. His schedule of like fluctuation of topics. He's talking to Messi, war. Nick Saban,
Yeah.
war.
But I think that's consistent with all presidents.
It probably is.
Like
but
Obama did the White House Correspondents' Dinner and then went and killed Osama the next morning.
not Biden.
Not Biden. It's not consistent with Biden. Didn't do anything.
That wasn't his schedule.
Biden didn't do one thing for fucking 4
It's
years.
sleep, bro.
See, he's turning. He's coming. I just can't imagine sometimes I get stressed out on like, do we want to order
Yeah.
X amount of product or X amount of product, right? He's making world-changing decisions in between like talking to Messi and fucking Dana White.
But I think that if anyone in that stature, if you can't compartmentalize your life, you'll fail.
So you're totally right, and I agree. But the point is,
Like I would say that for the Mag 7 CEOs.
you're right. But we're talking
They're dealing
about,
with world shit too. They're multi-trillion-dollar companies.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I just don't think there's anyone dealing
Like,
with more serious shit.
Sure,
than
of
Trump.
course,
Right.
than the president.
Right.
Yeah, no question.
Because it's like, like Tim Cook isn't bombing,
Right.
deciding whether to
Lives
do a
aren't on the
bombing
line.
raid or
Yeah,
not.
lives aren't on the line. Yeah, that's fair.
Crazy. Okay.
It's so wild. 10, 15 years ago,
Yeah.
the biggest, it was like a meme amongst like people that lived in LA, New York, is that if you shopped at Whole Foods, it was considered a whole paycheck.
Yes. I remember that.
I consistently now, when I travel, I eat a lot of meals at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
So I actually I don't do the groceries of our home, so I don't know the prices of groceries. I don't know the price of a loaf of bread, eggs, milk. I have no idea. But I eat at Whole Foods a lot.
Yeah.
It is dirt fucking cheap.
Really?
Dirt cheap.
Yeah, it's very cheap.
I'm talking like,
Really?
It's like Trader Joe's cheap now.
I'll give you an example.
Well, Amazon bought it, right? So they just drove the prices down, and they have all the private label brands.
So this is
That whole 365.
Yeah.
But
cheap.
but different is contradictory what your average socialist politician will say is that when big companies buy something, they drive prices up. That's not what happened here. Amazon bought Whole Foods,
Right.
and prices plummeted. Whole Foods is one of the cheapest places to buy grocery in the entire country.
Oh, that's a fact. That's not your opinion. That's,
No,
it's
it's
dead
fact. Yeah,
It is cheaper than all the Krogers, the Safeways, the Ralphs, the Vons. It is a cheaper place to buy groceries. Higher quality products, better ingredients, cleaner, and it's cheaper.
It's pretty crazy how much like bad marketing sticks, because I still think of people calling it whole paycheck.
Yeah.
And I just assume, I don't shop there. I just assume it's just still really expensive.
I take my family, we'll have lunch there on the weekends all the time,
Yeah.
where I'm just like, you can act like Baron Trump here. Get whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Like a slice of pizza, $3.50.
Really?
$3.50.
The salad bar is really cheap.
Salad bar. Like
You can get out there for $8.
yeah,
Really?
And be
under
full.
under $10 lunches. I personally I had an acai bowl, like extremely hearty acai bowl for $10. An acai bowl in LA is $20.
Is it kind of a lie then at this point?
Yes.
Or a fallacy that,
You don't even know what he's about to say. He just said yes.
It is.
great.
You don't even say it.
Great. Moving on.
I'm right. Say what you want to say, and I'm going to say yes
Yeah,
again.
you are going to say yes. That,
I know what you're gonna say.
Eating healthy is too expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I knew that was good. But that's a marketing by
That is
the fat industrial complex.
It is, right?
Yes.
That's fucked. Because that's another like fact that's just sort of like accepted as truth.
Yeah. I mean, everyone always says you can eat. The problem is that we've brainwashed lower income people into eating
Right.
and drinking sodas and snacks. And the reality is
They're good.
you can get healthy food at Whole Foods cheaper than you can get junk food.
That's what I'm saying. When you're talking about $3.50 a pizza and a salad and a this and that, that's the same price.
Like
as
my
most.
kids, my oldest got chicken tenders, mashed potatoes, and a salad for $9.
Yeah.
$9.
Yeah, that's cheaper than fast food. If
They
you were to
are
get
so
those three
good.
things.
They're so good at marketing.
Yeah, these are bad hombres.
Why are all the bad hombres though? Why do they have the best talent with marketing? And
They pay the most.
yeah.
Well, they also
Bad
have the
hombres-
best lobbies too.
Well, the bad hombres are good at marketing.
Right. The bad hombres are, man.
But you look, I really want you guys, there's a chart of looking at the grocery prices. San Francisco Chronicle did it, of all the, from, run-of-the-mill grocery stores in San Francisco to the kind of name brand national grocery stores. Whole Foods like second or third. And the ones below it are the equivalent to like dollar stores.
So, wow. Okay. All right. Well, at least we are doing the Lord's work here.
I mean, people should really, really take them.
Because it's funny, because even I, like I said, I just don't happen to, there's not a Whole Foods close to me, and there's a bunch of other things. But I just assume they're the most expensive, other than Air One.
Air One is ridiculous.
Ridiculous. But
Yeah, that's not.
I think there's
That should be that. There should be a lobby against Air One for how expensive it is.
Don't you feel like that's like branding at this point, though?
No, I
Like
mean,
Air
look,
One can't lower their prices.
no, in fact, they should raise their prices.
Yeah.
I think Air One,
I mean, they're
It's-
selling sweatsuits that are like,
it's a luxury.
yeah.
People come from all around the world when they visit LA to go to Air One.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
they're
want,
taking pictures.
yeah, you don't want to go to Air One and get a deal.
There was an Air One opening in like West Hollywood. It looked like
Yeah.
a Supreme store.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's wild. To sell groceries?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Okay.
The other big news in shopping and spending money, Zero Hedge had posted this piece of content around when are the best days to shop on large e-commerce sites.
Because of dynamic pricing.
Yes.
So are all sites pretty dynamic now? Is that why there is
Yeah.
even, like, it's literally down to what are the best days?
So Amazon, what do you think the best day to shop on Amazon is?
Okay, I can tell you.
Tuesday
Yours Tuesday. What's yours?
after the weekend rush. That's what I'm getting at.
Monday.
Wednesday.
Shit.
Walmart is Monday.
Yep.
What is the best day to shop on Revolve?
That's on there?
Average price drop.
The day
depth.
after Coachella.
That's a good one.
That is, I bet you the best day is to shop the day after Coachella.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think there's a
No, isn't that the tail? Because all the influencers are wearing it and the tail goes.
The joke worked, but it's not reality.
No.
That's the whole point of this.
It is. The day after Coachella is probably the biggest day.
Yeah.
It Revolve is on there.
Yeah.
The best day of the week.
Yeah.
Is
it can't be Thursday or Friday for
Monday.
the week. Yeah.
Sunday.
It's Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're not buying for the
Going
weekend.
out, right.
Yeah.
Well, I think Monday you're just like depressed and
I will tell you, in my industry of selling games, one thing that I have learned is it is heavily weighted, not only seasonally, obviously, like more when people are inside, but also
that makes sense.
heavily weighted for people buying something to do for the weekend. So the Monday sales, that's why I guess Monday for Amazon was actually Walmart, is Monday sales are nothing because no one's like.
So Wednesday, Thursday in the anticipation of getting it for the weekend.
Yeah, even
or
Friday,
are you
Saturday.
talking about in-store purchases?
In-store purchases, even Friday, Saturday, because people are buying it for that night. Hey, we have a thing. Let's go get cups, some napkins, some whatever, and get a game. Yeah.
Game night.
So it's like heavily. So even like it's affected our marketing. We tend to talk about product more at the end of the week so that you literally see it and go.
Do you know what cities are big for your game?
Yeah. It depends on the store. Walmart and Target are pretty different, but it's coastal and Texas.
So does weather
big time? Like when everything was frozen.
Why would coastal make sense then? Given
what?
We're more likely to be out. Wouldn't it be like Chicago?
What do you mean?
No, because LA, he was talking about 80 degree. Everyone's at the beach. They're not playing games.
Yeah.
But you're saying sales were probably bad in LA last week.
What?
Sales were probably bad in LA last week. But sales were also down. Like you could kind of tell when there was like horrible blizzard in New York and Northeast, it like tanked sales in that region because people literally weren't even leaving their houses. So it's like you need like this happy medium of like holidays, gloomy, but not, you know what I mean? You can't be snowed in.
Medium sad.
Yeah. Like we even see that like another, this is just, we've been looking at all this really in depth is like Valentine's obviously a huge time for us. Leading up to Valentine's, like let's say February 1st through February 7th is huge on e-com. And then it falls off a complete cliff because the shipping window starts to close. And in store is nothing until the week before. And then it explodes. And so literally it's like our Black Friday, like it's this huge moment for us, but it flips directly when the shipping window closes. And it's pretty wild.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, so it makes sense that those would be the days. What I didn't realize was that so many e-commerce places are leaning into dynamic pricing like that. I know we've talked about that for years. We've talked about on this pod, like everything should be dynamically priced.
Yes.
But I didn't realize that dynamic pricing was so integrated into.
I mean, I think the first time I experienced dynamic pricing in my life is Uber, when it happened. And
surge pricing.
And the more and more I think about it in life, I think everything should be dynamic pricing. Yeah. Because I also, when I want something, I'm willing to pay for it, but I also want the benefit when it's like Tuesday, I'm at this fucking restaurant.
I want to deal. There was an article that came out that Uber and DoorDash, if they see it's a corporate card, I don't know how they can determine that, they charge higher.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they know you're not paying for it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Also, if I'm planning my weekend on a Monday, I want a discount.
And it's the same with flights, right? Flights are dynamic pricing.
Right.
If you keep the browser open too long, they know you intent to buy is high.
Yeah. Like I watch flight prices all the time. I'm searching and I'm just watching it just go up for no reason.
Yeah.
And then I open it on another computer and I look at the seats and the flight's so fucking empty, but they're trying to stick me.
You could use a VPN that goes from a different country with a different IP to
I gotta do
all that
I
shit.
VPN from a poor country.
Yeah, just buy it from Vietnam.
Then they won't. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be like, this poor bastard in Vietnam.
This guy's not paying any business class for this price. Boom, snipe him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay. If you were to ask me what the 5 wealthiest counties were in the US.
Yeah.
I would probably, my brain first goes to New York, Manhattan,
Silicon Valley.
parts of Manhattan, Silicon Valley. I would
Parts
even
of LA.
parts of LA. Like I would even say like maybe like the Monterey type area. Like,
No.
like I'm thinking about like where there's like extreme. Where's like Oprah's fucking
Montecito.
Montecito. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Monterey.
Wrong mana. Those are all wrong.
Yeah.
The 5 wealthiest counties in the United States are all in Washington, D.C.
Because they are pillaging the federal
They're
government.
R-ing and pillaging.
This is the deep state.
Yeah. This is what Doge set out to do and they got shut down.
Yeah, who wants to fuck with the golden goose?
Yeah.
Tim Walz.
Tim Walz.
The Tim Walz.
Fat cat.
The fat cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the problem why things don't change. Like, what's the incentive for these folks that are living fat in
Yeah.
DC, Northern Virginia?
Like
know.
some of the best private schools in the country, some of the best golf courses, some of the best hotels. I don't know if you saw this. Patek's new flagship store is in
Patek
Tyson's
and
Corner.
Rolex.
In Tyson's Corner, they're opening a crazy fucking store. Like all of these,
They're the new Chinese,
yeah,
the government employees.
yeah.
That guy, John Carrico, who does like every podcast,
Yeah.
he said everyone in the CIA is a millionaire.
And the thing is, like, this is just the way it is. Like, meaning, I don't think you can solve this.
No. Too many people are on the take.
Like, you know how, like, there are still a lot of people who would say, like, well, come on, I thought you were public servants. I thought you were doing this for, it's just like, I think this is so ingrained. I don't know. I think this is how the system works.
And the thing is, like, even if you think about people who are in office or staffers of people in office, they get to a level where they have access to everyone and it's a revolving door. They go to the private business.
Right.
So they're probably in DC. Half these people probably used to work for the senator, used to work for the congressman, but they have all the connections. So they're important now.
Right. But even what blows my mind is, and I'm not even choosing this because she's on the left. The right does it too. I know they do. But like, if you just take a little bit of a look into the Ilhan Omar, like wine, she has a wine business that like apparently you can't really track down. And like,
She drinks.
well, good point. And like, you know, she has like a $30 million net worth. And
And then like Ro Khanna made $55 million trading last year.
Well, Ro Khanna's wife is rich, so it's like, it's forget that he made money trading. He's rich.
Yeah.
right. But it's just like, yeah, I don't. But why do you gave me a look, almost like that you think you could get this out of the system.
My honest belief is that over time, AI will actually infiltrate a lot of the federal government, and they'll have no choice because you won't have the money, right? Like tax revenue will go down, whatever it is. Like they'll have like the incentives will change. And I do believe like if you're like idealistically looking at the federal government, they're the biggest bloat in our economy. If you were to cut it, like gut it, really gut it.
Right.
You want UBI? It's right there. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to make Larry and Sergey fucking pay a billionaire tax. No, you got to clean up fucking Arlington, Virginia, fucking close down that Patek store, and let's have the party going.
The thing with politics, if you're willing to play the long game, if you spend 10 to 15 years in Washington, you are getting hired by everyone.
Yeah.
Because you have a Rolodex that other people don't. Like, I know all the Silicon Valley companies were hiring fairly junior Obama staffers.
Right.
Yeah.
With really big pay packages.
350, 500 grand a year.
Yeah.
And they didn't know anyone.
But don't you think, I mean, look, I like your optimistic view and I'm not even pessimistic about it. I don't know that they let AI like I think it's so human, like just in the system that to even let AI
I think it's going to
make
happen.
you irrelevant.
If you
like,
think it's going to happen, if you think it's going to happen in the private sector, it's going to happen in the public sector. I do believe it.
I hope you're right, but I just feel like I hope you're right.
I want to leave with one more interesting piece of content, very more optimistic. Is I was reading on Twitter of a guy that's been commenting on people that have set up like very like niche regional Substacks, and he was commenting on how someone in his community is making $300,000 a year talking about all the local topics. And when you talk about like what's happening with AI and you're talking about the shift that's happening in the world, the reason why this person is making $300,000 a year on their Substack is because local companies are advertising on this newsletter because that's how they want to reach the people in the community, right?
The local sandwich shop or whatever.
Dry cleaner, whatever. We forget, like, take the advertising market. It's huge. TV, radio, billboard, there's such a massive market outside of just digital spend. If you start splicing, and this is why I'm so optimistic on AI, you take, I don't know, what do we think LA radio and television spend is? Billions, probably, right?
Easily billions.
Billions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say we can slice 500 million out of that spend, and 5,000 fucking newsletters.
I mean, the Dodgers and Lakers, for example, have multi-billion-dollar local rights deals.
Yeah, and that's all driven by advertising. Yeah. So great example. Then you take that and you're like, I'm building the newsletter for coffee in West Hollywood, which I live in West Hollywood. There's more coffee shops than fucking dogs, and there's an annoying amount of dogs. Yeah. By the way, my other beef, anyone with a dog and a fucking matcha walking around my neighborhood, I fucking hate you.
That's your whole neighborhood.
Yes, I fucking hate them all.
That's everyone.
People walk around with their fucking green slime drink and their fucking big ass dog with their big ass shits.
You live in the dog and matcha capital of the world.
Yes, and it's driving me crazy. I can't take it anymore.
You got to move.
That is homelessness, crime,
Matcha and
woke,
dog.
Really?
matcha dog people might push me to the other side of the hill.
You should tell Spencer.
I'm all in on Spencer. I'm like, we need to ban matcha.
Yeah.
I need to ban these big shit dogs.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like every girl on Instagram is like
Matcha with a big shit dog.
well, big shit dog matcha, but like the best matcha in the world. Like I found the best. It's also
Have you
like
ever had matcha?
Yeah, it's unimpressive.
It's disgusting.
Fair.
Matcha is so fucking gross. The only reason matcha is good is when you add vanilla and all that shit to it.
Yeah.
Then it's like, I've had like a nice cha-cha matcha, fucking vanilla matcha. Fine, whatever.
But why does everyone have it? You just have to have it? It's a trend?
Because it looks cool.
Because it's green?
Have you ever had a frappuccino? Be an adult.
Yeah,
Have a frappuccino.
Go to Dunkin' Donuts and get that 2,000 calorie drink.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, they're pouring 2,000 calories into that
Yes,
matcha.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
It's just green and you think it's cool.
I can't believe how long it's been going on. That shit's been a few years.
I don't think it's stopping.
I feel like there was maybe something in the vaccine that made us crave matcha.
I think the vaccine made everyone
Ever since the vaccine, yeah.
The problem is the vaccine. I have bad taste now.
Yeah.
Clearly from the vaccine.
Or
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
Vaccine. Yeah.
And my taste buds are so fucking bad. Everything tastes bad to me.
Yeah, get a
and that's
matcha.
why matcha is popular.
Get a matcha. You'll be popular.
So
on
you
it.
have embedded GLP-1. If everything tastes bad, just eat healthy.
Pizza tastes great. And nachos.
That's
The pizza's in
That just means your taste buds
But
are
if I eat
American.
like a salad, it tastes disgusting. I have the opposite effect.
Yeah, your skin might look Indian, but your taste buds are American.
Fat pig
Yeah,
American.
just gluttonous pig.
My taste buds are all right.
Oh. Just straight
You gotta
out of
eat meat.
fucking-
Just get a steak.
Without the meat. My
As
taste
right
buds
as you are now, you
I'm
gotta have a
veg-
steak.
Yeah, you have QAnon taste buds.
Yeah.
You have fucking Proud Boy.
I assume if I ate meat, I would fucking love steak.
I mean, the fact that you have such a... I feel like being a vegetarian these days is very woke.
It is.
You need to...
It's embarrassing.
Yeah. You have the
There's a reason Drama's posting that steak 3 times a week.
American. It feels anti-American to be a vegetarian.
I'm literally embarrassed.
Oh man. Okay, let's end on that.
Okay.
Holy shit. Okay. Shout outs.
All right, what do we
What
got
now?
here?
What are you talking about now?
M Hoyt 925. Remember about a year ago when Trump was asking where the wins were for the
Oh, yeah.
USA. They weren't in the news. It felt like all we ever heard about was other countries winning in technology, military, everything. Captain Phillips meme. Look at us. Look at us. We're the winners now.
Yeah.
Win after win after win. USA.
That's right. That is right. We even got like what was that spying on China news drop? You know,
I didn't even know about it.
No, remember we're like a few months ago it was like it turns out the right hand man to Xi was a Chinese spy or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree.
Amazing.
We turned the corner.
From Jackie, happy 71st, Daddy-O. Shout out to my dad. Love Jackie.
Shout out,
Big birthday.
Daddy-O. I wonder if does Daddy-O listen at 71?
That's hot.
You think that's why I should be doing a shout out?
Yeah.
I know a 90-year-old that listens.
Happy birthday.
We're really covering a huge
Age demo.
a lot of dirty words for a 9-year-old.
No, 90.
Oh, you said
90.
90.
90.
Shout out.
From Evan, shout out to the fellas at Revolve up in Vail last weekend. Sat at the bar for 2 hours talking shop. Great dudes. Excited to see their continued success. That's awesome.
Mitch
Sounds rich.
Mitch went.
Oh, okay.
Also rich.
Yeah.
Also rich. Yeah.
Vail is rich. That $300 lift ticket.
Yeah.
From Jacob, shout out to Drama. I've been rewatching Fantasy Factory reruns on Paramount Plus. He had a big glow up.
I agree, Jacob.
Are you getting checks for Paramount Plus?
No, but you know what else I saw? I got to ask him if he got paid. I don't think he did. Is like Ridiculousness is all over Netflix. Have you seen that?
I haven't.
No.
No.
So like they took it off of MTV, you know, but like now it's like all over, like featured on Netflix. But
They bought the rights to it.
Yeah, but I don't know if MTV owned the rights or whatever. But the funny thing is here is all of these old clips are going super viral on TikTok.
I see it.
So people keep like coming up to me in the streets, you know, and it's really funny.
I see a lot of those
tires on the street.
Yeah, literally. And people are like, hey, what's up with medium beefy or whatever?
Those are fun times.
Yeah.
I miss those days.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
Okay.
same. Okay, great episode. Everyone have a great week. USA.
All the way.
All the way. That's it.